one without legs below the knees, and he won nationals.
You gotta remember watching this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. For sure, it's not an advantage, but it's a different game.
Well, that's why I was asking Rustin. It's like you play your game, but you don't necessarily always get to practice the strategy against your opponent. That's the hard part, right? Like you can control your game, but knowing how to use your control points is totally different.
Right. And again, I won't go in the direction of saying it's an advantage because I'm sure it's not. You don't get leverage. There's all kinds of things that are missing. But yeah, I heard a discussion one time about left-handed versus right-handed, and 40%. As long as it stays below 40%, there is an advantage. And it gave the example of sword fighting back in the medieval times, right? If less than 40% of the sword of people fighting were left-handed, those people had an advantage, and then the right-handed people would die off, and then the left-handed would lose its advantage because those numbers, the percentage increased.
You have to think it even changes your starting point, right? Lower center
of
gravity and
Yep.
your hip movement's going to be different. It's a shorter arc,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just a lot to think about.
There's that 5-finger choke I was talking about earlier.
I've heard he has a pretty tight arm bar, so looks like he was looking for it right there. Definitely going to have some active problem solving on Brian's part right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Brian looks like he's going for what he would usually go for, and is running into some differences.
Armbar defense, a lot of times you leverage off the inside of the knee, right? So
right.
It's kind of tough. But he used his angle.
And again, there, come up short of saying there's an advantage because right there's some leverage that Rustin is not getting for that step over.
For sure. At the same time, some people here will be able to get almost back to like a half guard position, so it's like that real-time problem solving of like what strategy, right?
Right.
I have to switch more to like a frame escape or pummel escape. Crucifix action. Love crucifix.
Of course, you love the crucifix. All small women love the crucifix.
Well, what Rustin was doing really well there was occupying the armpit, keeping it nice and tight. That's a big. If you can't slip that elbow out,
right?
It's tight.
It's tight, yeah.
Focus on the squeeze. Nice. Yes.
Couldn't really see from our angle what that was.
It looked almost like a rear naked, but I don't know. Yeah. that's the kind of thing sometimes afterwards we're like, can we go roll? You know, like, can we go roll?
Right.
You know, you're in a competition, you have to decide, but it would be fun to, that's what I would be like. Be like, hey, we got mats in the back, can we just go do a couple, you know?
Right. See, just kind of see what it's like, check out the differences.
Yeah.